Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another exciting episode. Iya Zaye Zahala, Pano and Papawa TV, DStv channel 278, GOtv channel 19. Allow me to introduce, my name is Suecey. On today's episode, my guest is coming in all the way from Matero. He currently does have a new project out titled Matero in the House. Ndine Emma is going to be my guest. Now, this particular person is very multi-talented. Fidabaranda, jack of all trades, master of none, and master of everything. Well, he's a content creator, he's an artist, he's an MC, he does everything under the creative umbrella. We'll be talking more about his project and also addressing some of the lyrical content on this particular project. Bushe, anadisa mzake or sanamdise. Ngamuniko na questions, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Power TV Zambia. To kickstart the show, it's not the first song, but it's the first song he did with a video, and it's titled So, featuring July. On the other side, Alan Joyner, Muchimunzi Nizi. Welcome back. In case you're just tuning in, this is Zaye Zahala, DStv channel 278, GOtv channel 19. My guest on today's episode is multi-talented. He does so many things under the creative umbrella, but currently he does have a new project out. It's titled Matero in the House, which happens to be his debut album. He did have a project before titled The Boy Must Be Crazy. But on this project, we get to see a lot and get to hear a lot of growth in terms of his lyrical content. Ndine Emma is going to be my guest, so I'm going to talk about questions. To watch the Papawa TV Zambia, Facebook, Instagram, and on X. Achilanda Timbiko Kwat is also a father. Then, Matero's in the house.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been, you know what, because I remember texting him like, Emma, let's do an interview. Like, wait, I'm cooking, okay?
Yeah. We're going to do it properly when we have things to talk about.
Yes, and I'm so glad that we're having this conversation now, because when I listen to your project, there's so much growth on the project, but then also I'm interested in the lyrical content. Lyrical content on the project. But before we get into that, a lot of people know a lot of faces when it comes to Ndine Emma. There's Ndine Emma, the content creator, then Ndine Emma, the MC, Ndine Emma, the artist now. So we see a lot of that. And I know as an artist, you've gone through, especially in your first project, where people are like, manje, how do you feel it's been? Do you think the response has been a little different as compared to when you dropped The Boy Must Be Crazy?
Yeah, very, because with The Boy Must Be Crazy, they were shocked. Like, they didn't know what to expect, and then they didn't really want to listen to my music. They wanted to laugh, you know. But now it's like they've accepted the fact that I can also do music, and I now have like separate fan base, like a separate fan base for everything I do. There are some people who love everything I do, and then there's some people who just love the comedy, and there's some people who just love the music. So yeah, I'm just working my for them.
So you know how some people would say you can't be, what do they say, master of all trades? Wait, jack of all trades, master of none. But I feel like for you, you do it so well that it's been very, very seamless. How intentional are you in knowing what you want to do when? Because as you said, you've managed to divide. Well, not necessarily managing to divide, but you have followers that would like you for the comedy, others that would like the music, and then you have over-fans that just enjoy Nangwase. So I also want to know the intentionality that goes into the kind of content that you create for your audience.
With me, I just do what I love, you know. I don't want to be unhappy. So I don't want to spend my time just doing one thing, but so I just do what I love. And then with this project, I went back to what I would love to hear. Like before musicians make it, they make music that they want to hear. And then as career here, and but sometimes you end up doing, you're unhappy with what you're doing, but it's business. But again, so I went back to, let me create something that I will love. Like even if for once I want, but now like I enjoy not next. Because for example, in The Boy Must Be Crazy, cringe.
Is this like, do you only feel that way now? Like
now.
Go back and then like,
now. Because then it was hard. But again, even during that time when I was doing it, there were certain songs that I didn't want to listen to because but with Matero in the house, I can listen to everything because I love it, and I know that people who love me will fall in love with it eventually.
Yeah. Okay, so for The Boy Must Be Crazy, obviously that project had a lot of people didn't see coming.
Yeah.
And obviously there was so many comments in, maybe you should just stick to comedy or you should just stick to making skits. So when you got that kind of criticism, because I understand that sometimes, especially with people who start off with, you do something and a lot of people love it, then all of a sudden, the criticism is coming in heavy.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that then, even when you look back?
It was very hard for me because like I wasn't prepared for that because and then overnight you are everywhere, and then no one had ever criticized me as much as I experienced it then, because I was very new to the game. I didn't know that people could be mean, like so it was very, very hard for me, and I just had to banani umaiziwa jama kambati mwana sama mmenya maningi, otherwise atara tosa ngoma kama chana
Ala kunkuma.
for him like there's really no specific thing that I did that made me survive that. There's no special thing that I did or like special or tradition. No, it was just hurtful comment after hurtful comment, and then heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak.
Yeah.
Until na bwana kosa chena bwana wana sometimes even kala timuntazale mbava upoa because of their pita moyo, not their pita moyo, because yena ma comment ungadab but akamba na ine or kulivea pita moyo, then manje frustration ichokera kuli.
Yeah.
That's what I came to understand, but then I didn't really understand what was going on. I just thought like maybe one zone that but just people are just going through their own stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now before The Boy Must Be Crazy, kwanza kwa mpondo at MEG.
Bruh. Guys.
No, but all this is part of the process and it's part of the story.
Process ina angustina ifakepo. Why wambafaka pa process yako? First
of all, MEG. Yeah. This is you rapping. Is this like through high school, then post high school as well?
It's before even primary. Yeah, because MEG was just given to me by my cousin. So my cousin, his name was Ben, and then he was a very big fan of the G Unit. So there's like a G Unit mnyumba, even the Ben G, because the Levi is a Levi G, because the Amos is the Amo G. It was whack, but it's a very good story to tell.
Yeah.
And then there's the Emma, so the MEG. Yeah, so he's the one who he was like the first rapper in our family, but the first rapper from my family, like family younger, was my sister. But he was
your sister?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she wasn't good. Yeah, but at least my rhymes, like yeah. So that's where the MEG came from, and then that name was given to me. And I got 20, 6, 7. Then I went with it until I became Ndine Emma. Yeah, because Dinema was also given to me by the fans. But otherwise, MEG was supposed to blow. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm doing it for him now.
For that kid.
Yeah.
For MEG. You know, you're one of the content creators who's managed to build numbers. Here in Zambia, when you look at platforms like Facebook and we got to catch up and know that in the world, we're now living in a world where it's a numbers game. You're one of the first people to hit 1 million followers on Facebook as a content creator. Now I was looking at your page, like 1.2 million. Still, that's like that's a lot. There's still people catching on. So looking at the fact that you know that you have 1.2 million people following you, and now those are fans who've expanded even beyond the borders of Zambia. Like, to you, what does that mean?
It's humbling, you know, because when I just reached 100,000 followers, I was looking at other pages and like pages that are owned by very big people in this country, and you want to tell 200,000, 500,000, 600,000.
Yeah. And
there's one person who told me something, because my numbers grew so fast that I took it for granted. Like, to me, it was just another thing. Because in a day, I remember somewhere 2022, 2023, in a day I could get like 5,000 followers a day. Like, on average, I could get like 2,000 followers a day. So and then when I reached 1 million followers, someone told me, unapa bantu 1 million. Like bakabwa immediately up bantu 1 million. Atsibanga kwani pamepetiri. All heroes ni 65,000. Manje yo ni bantu 1 million like. So namungati usazivi taking it for granted. That's when I really thought about it. I sat down, I was like, oloche bantu 1,000 bakabwa baona. Now imagine 1 million people.
Yeah.
Like it's such a blessing. What is it?
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to take you back to your content, right? So, and I think we're having this conversation. I was telling you that one of the first videos that I had seen was you broadcasting the news, and so yes, which of your videos was the one that had gone viral first?
So there are two. The first one got me noticed, maybe Kurusaka and stuff like that, maybe in some parts of Zambia, but obviously the Duale video was the biggest, but it's not my biggest on paper, but background in Jaina. Its views compared to other videos, like there are videos that have way more views than that video, but I don't know what that video did to people. I don't know the type of impact that it just has. It's very special to me. But the first video to blow was the one where I was calling the customer care line. Jandia first, because I even got my first deal after that. But Duale established me.
It's the one that took you up there. Okay. Do you remember how much your first paycheck was?
Yeah, it was 3,000 kwacha. They paid me to make 4 videos.
Anyone's available?
It's the first time I got 3 pin. In fact, it's the first time I got pin kwenda kumwamba. Like the pair of 500, like 700 iskapaka. Then napana bwana gwira kwa 3 pin. Mwacha naguria chevo vara na bagay.
We have arrived.
Nje peta bataona atapa if zaenda kwa somewhere. That's when I really decided to take it seriously.
Okay, you know what? I was going to wait for this conversation as we progressed and got into the album, but I want to quote something. Ive tivoma kuku paila favorite wapa wako nokuseke sana ma jokes. Tiambemo matidwale vagai vaimbe nyimbo vablowe again. Guys, I don't know if you can bad. No, okay, he's going to rap it, but me, I'm just going to read the lyrics. Vablowe again, vapange money again before I am bakuflop again.
Yeah. A bunch. Nikagwira kaini. Nishani.
Kagwira kaini. Ni verengemo. So I listened before I even got to your comments, right?
Yeah.
Because I was sampling your album and I'm listening and I'm like, okay. Then I went back. I could have got it a little different. I didn't know if you consume our music. Then again today, I had to release it. I'm like, okay, let me refresh my mind. Let me listen to the project again.
Yeah.
And I wasn't the only person that thought what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
I thought, oh, was the line directed at a color skin?
No, it wasn't directed at anyone. I was just rapping. I was just in my element. I was just feeling like a...
Tiimbepo matidware vagaye vaimbe nyimbo vablowe again. Who blew up from a song called Tidware?
So, Tidware, a lot of people did a lot of songs for that. For
Please
that
mention
trend.
2 big songs that blew up because they used the phrase Tidware.
The original and the remix. You said 2 big songs. But I didn't mention anyone's name. I was just like, Wagai. So, Wagai wan be wanaimba. So, yeah, Tidware, because one be wanaimba, but yeah.
Okay.
The first one was Tivoma Kupaila favorite rapper, Nokuseke sana ma jokes. Yeah. Because my favorite rapper was on the song.
Really? So
he was on the song.
He was on the song, so you did say that.
Yeah.
Pamanja I got it on my picture. Use these lyrics on him.
There was one line where he said, Nishi chinkwesa, tetin just get this like you matter. No muchinshi ndesha, mafimba cause I blew past you. Yeah, so yeah. Otherwise, no hard feelings. It's just a song, but
just a song. It wasn't directed at anybody.
Yeah, nkuita ngacho mimi waimvelela wa mwini ngawakali panisho wakali papa beveli ngachite ngakupanga chakupanga.
But you know what? Also interestingly, right? Why was it important for you to put out a statement and just say, "Hey, was it crazy? Were you receiving so many messages and comments?"
Well, because I know the person, and ungakamba vambili manje vamba interview hapa ndipo palaso GSS. Okay, because I know the person, and then I was really close to the person.
Yeah.
Myself. So even when the first video came, there's some people who thought it was me.
Oh.
Myself, huh? Yeah. So yeah, mwana so wenzona mngandini wantu so wenzona timina my phone. And then there's another video that blew. And then mundu ezopala nine. Actually, line pe night up na mga Ndine because
Nah, why did you think it?
bro, because why does that person look like me? But uja ezopala na jamkamba. Then the structure abo my face open back up ngono. But I was receiving a lot of messages, and then it's like all up on my WhatsApp. People are sending me screenshots at Imoshua, even Ndine Emma. So when I saw those comments at first, nabwana yopa, because you never know these things. You never know these things.
Yeah.
So nabwana yopa ka injelo. Nitapita on video, guys, nione. I mean, and then when I watched the video, I couldn't recognize the room.
That's how you did, wasn't you?
Room ya pink, remember room ya pink. Yeah, great room ya.
Yeah. Were you worried that in that moment maybe some people that you work with, because I know that your brand, your personal brand is so broad that you work with different entities. Were you just concerned that you felt like, okay, let me just put it out there because my brand's in a very chat. Oh, if the media is saying this, it could potentially be true that it could affect those kinds of relationships.
Well, not in that moment. When I posted that, it was just a joke. But after I did it and I thought about it, I was like, hey, because some people were really, really convinced that it was me.
You.
And then at that time, it wasn't really revealed who the person was, even in the first video. So everyone was just...
Oh, okay. So I wanted to say, you know who the person was in that video?
Me? The male?
No, not the first one.
Oh, the other video, the one that looked like me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that person.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And even the girl, she's not the one. It's just another video.
Oh yeah? It was another person?
Yeah, it was just another person.
And you know what? I feel like people can analyze so much that some things that were being pointed out in... No, the conversation is over. The conversation is over. But also, not to even dwell on this issue, right? Like I understand that life happens, and obviously that's somebody who you're pretty close with.
Yeah.
And also is on your project. I was listening to Zaye.
I love how you pronounce it. You're the first person who's pronounced it correctly.
Ooh.
People, like, they're pronouncing the D so heavily. Like, it's silent, guys. It's silent. Then someone said desired. Yeah.
Whatever they say. But before we get into talking about your particular project in detail, because I feel like the lyrical content on that, I was like, Emma, you've grown, but like I don't want to accept the fact that you are singing about this thing. Don't talk about stuff like this. But another thing that you've mastered to do so well is that at this point you're headed towards attaining the title, the King of Jingles. Because you've worked with some brands now where you've done like an ad for them and it's just a song and the songs end up blowing. I was at a show and you ended up performing the Steers song.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's becoming so crazy. So did you expect that doing small jingles like that for companies would end up being a thing that a lot of people look at and they're like, shaky.
Yeah, I've always been like a fan of like jingles. Like, as a kid, I would know every jingle on TV. Like Karamba, Zaimba, like obviously like everyone has done it. Like Karamba, especially IFJ, like Yakudara, Yaja.
So now you're competing.
Yeah. So no, I always wanted to make a jingle that wasn't a jingle. You know, because it's not necessarily like jingle, African jingle. So that was very intentional. And I've always wanted to do it, but no one really approached me to do a jingle before. So once, face, to make sure because the Steers jingle was the first one.
Yeah.
So I asked for their permission first, because with jingles, people are strict.
Yeah.
They want a certain vibe, one family friendly, stuff like that.
Yes.
I was like, no, can we try something different? And luckily for me, they accepted. They were like, okay, do it, but yeah. And then what was so special about that jingle is like I'm doing a lot of it now. I'm creating music with content with choreographers in the studio.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was having a conversation with Palo, and he spoke about how it's important, or I think he gave Tishon as an example of an artist who would actually have him in the studio as a choreographer and asked him, say, he was a dancer,
because a lot of those drums were directed by Palo, Tommy Smiley. And yeah, they're not producers, but they know what choreographers want. So, Niremba Nyimbo, Vapanga dance. You know, so it was a lot of fun. And I just didn't want to create a boring jingle. I didn't want to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I could definitely tell you that it's really fire. But napano nikari kupunzira dance. Yeah, guys.
Are you at least? At least maybe unafika kona somewhere. Hii ne pa mwine wake. Pape venisi ba. Nizo wakoche pa double cheeseburger na fried chicken. That's all.
That's it. So you do that one, the shake and sip comes on, and the bus. UBZ. And now we've seen that these brands are now jumping onto that. I could safely say it's a trend that you've slowly created. It's like a wave that you're creating and a lot of people are jumping on. So how's that business going for you?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it has just added to what was already there, like financially wise. It has brought so apa family batamba ponga. One for ngono. But yeah, it has added to what I can do, and I love doing that like every year, like coming up with something new, because it becomes boring to me as well, like just doing the same thing over and over again. Even if like people love it, sometimes with sometimes so that's been, I think that's been the highlight of this year, like for me, the jingles. Yeah, and then with the jingles as well, it wasn't really about creating a tough jingle. It was just about creating a tough song in preparation for the album.
Practice.
So I need that nifuna chosa nyimbo, but sininga chosa nyimbo because nifuna chosa album. So moyo kulangiza uka skill mo jingle, yeah.
Mo jingle, mo menu. Have you ever been to performing at maybe a competing brand for the jingles you've done, and then went to perform at Cheoche?
Yeah, with Shake and Sip, we were doing. We usually do school tours like every year with Shake and Sip. So even before we did the jingle, we just used to perform our own songs, and then the dancers would dance. And then we went to a school called St. Ignatius College. In Ibex, yeah. So my teacher, after the season, Shake and Sip, then we put that vibes with tears. No, because the boss was there. Boss went down, and then I couldn't say anything. Then they started singing it themselves.
But you know what? I'm still hanging out with Ndine Emma. We'll be getting into talking about his project, Matero in the house, in depthly. So after this short musical break, Ninda nakadatinga mko na questions. Feel free to write to us on social media. Then epunden pan
Muchimunzi Z.
Matero in the house, still hanging out with Ndine Emma. Emma, this year, I know that through skits, that's somewhat acting, but they are shortened so much that it's just you hook people, it goes off. But then now we've seen you act a little more in Tikula.
Yeah.
How much of that is improvised, and how much of that is part of the script?
A lot of my stuff was improvised because they'll allow you to come up with certain ideas, but before you improvise, you have to tell them. And then, like, what do you think? What do you think if? What would you think if I changed this line and added this, or changed this word and added another word? And then with my character, it was so me. You get.
Because I want to talk about that viral clip.
No. Yeah, you know, so. Like, they don't use a lot of nyanja in Tikula. Like, if it's nyanja, it's just like laka, and then they go back to the English. It's just like maybe like a phrase or something. And then with my character, it was like a junkie. And I've never met a junkie that speaks English, so it was a bit cringe looking at the script and what they wanted me to say, and certain things didn't really feel like it would be me. But I know it's not my script, it's not my film. Yeah. But I always told them to replace certain words with this word. Like, they don't know street slang like that. So yeah, so I was like, akakawet kema faka pakanasira, like kulma wet mangati no vundu. Like vakujaa vija, kulma kama no vundu. So like mayo apatika faka pon mawani zambeka bwanje and stuff like that. And then I came up with so many ideas that they just let me like change everything. So they just told me, understand the script and then pick the most important parts, make sure you say them out, but then just do your own thing. So like that wasn't part of the script. They just told me to vex.
It's Too much energy.
Yeah, and then, but it was a very great experience for me because it was my first time acting,
Yeah.
like, you know. So I spent a lot of time like watching tutorials, acting classes, because I know I can act, but I've never done it. So since I was BD visa, so first. So there's this video I found, acting choices. Yeah, so it's like, for example, how are you? You decide the tone. If it's how are you? How are you? How are you? Like pronunciation.
Yeah.
So vambiri muja mutikura viziche nzofaka mocheneka, and then it's one of the best experiences I've had this year.
Do you wish to explore like the acting bits since
No.
you got why not?
Nah, it's too much work. And then, like the only reason why I did Tikula is because like I've gotten offers from various shows, like especially like Zambezi Magic from like as far as 2022. Like, I would have been on one of these major productions, but I don't really. Okay, the paycheck wasn't just great. Let me just not lie, but with Tikula it was wonderful. And then it wasn't really because of the check, but I want to do film, but not acting. Like I want to have my own productions. I want to have like my own movies, but not at the Venture Tanek. So with Tikula, what I used to do was like every time they're shooting, I would always like pay attention to how they're doing it. Sometimes even when I'm not shooting, I would turn up. Yeah, just to watch. So then the check but not singing a phone acting amaning. That was hectic.
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work for me.
You have to be on set, contact.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
I just realized that I
see I mean like halfway nabana such a ngelongaleke but mine for that so yeah, but no, I wouldn't want. But maybe go Hollywood. But not in Zambia.
Maybe God would die. Fuck up a movie alongside Idris Elba.
Black Panther.
You know, that's a good one, Black Panther. You know what? One of your, like this year, with your content, because I like that your content is very, it's wide.
Yeah.
Like like if I know people who are creative, like I feel like you're so creative, and sometimes I wonder what goes through your mind. How do you come up with some of these concepts?
Is that the question?
Yes, I'm asking you. Like I want to know.
I don't know. Like if I had to explain it, I would lie. Like I think it's because I watch a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I draw a lot of inspiration from different things. So I can easily switch something that I saw from the news, or something that I saw from a nature show, or from a cooking show, and turn it into comedy. I feel a lot of content creators are limited to content creation, like watching other content creators. You end up like, so I try as much as I can not to watch comedy. You know, if I watch comedy, it's usually stand-up. Like I don't watch like clips. Like I'm a very big fan of like other content creators like IDC, Kelanzo, Matero, Maza. Maza though I watch every day.
Nah, Maza is insane.
Yeah, Maza I watch every day. But these others, I try as much as I can not to watch because I don't want to be over-inspired. And then I start switching their concepts.
Yeah.
So I think it's because of that. Like I'm invested into a lot of things, like things that you wouldn't really expect me to know.
Yeah.
I usually know, and then I turn that into comedy.
Yeah.
But if I explain it, sometimes.
I was laughing. I had Vubi some time back, and I was like, how did you guys come up with that Dora the Explorer concept? Like, guys.
You see, I watched Dora the Explorer.
And from Dora the Explorer, I just like, Dora. Guys.
Yeah, like Dora is so. Like after Nakura, Dora put Nyavana Maning in terms of like, she used to ask us stupid questions. Like, like number one around Dora, like, do you see the river? Like, turn around, like it's here. So man, nazoipisha mochene nazina bwana nda kunyumba. Napeza wafana wanga watamba, mtu wafana wanga wana sister wanga. Batamba Dora the Explorer. And then now after Nakura, nambukani that so definitely tamba. Like even SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like he's so annoying. Like SpongeBob is annoying. After Nakura, Squidward, I understand. Like Squidward, I shape weird.
Stop all guys.
Hey, stop all right. It's crazy.
And I always want, I'm like, you have to be so creative to a certain point that some of these things, and if you realize that some content creators are so limited, like you just want to create the same type of thing, Same thing I was joking about when you came and there's a lady in the office who knew you. Not that she wouldn't know who you are, but I just feel like the kind of content she consumes is usually away from the Zambian creative space, and she's also in the corporate space mainly, so she didn't really have time. So when somebody comes and she's like, oh, I know you, I'm like, okay. So you see, it's very broad, it's very wide. But this year, you decide to put out these kits that you do that are sarcastic, funny interviews. So you do one. How did you convince Patson Daka to do that?
How did I convince Patson Daka to do that? It wasn't supposed to be Patson Daka, it was supposed to be Market 2.
Really?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Market 2. Actually, that idea, I came up with it with Market 2. Yeah, so I remember we were at a show once, I think that was like 2023. It was an end of year party for Dick. Yeah. So we were discussing a certain content creator. There's this show, it's called Behind Two Ferns.
Yes.
Yeah, you've seen it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the idea. So it's kind of like we just copied the idea from there. Then we decided to do a Zambian one. So we were talking about that show and we were laughing about it. And then Makiti was like, "Kuli nifuna tikapange ko kasona yo." And then we were like, okay, we're going to do it. But we never did it.
Yeah.
It was just like every time tikakumana, and he was just, so mufuna tikapange ka video. Like, zakacha. And then after he announced he's running for public office, now we can't do that. So pena bona batumira bakamba tingachaya ka video kaya we no after one month na never honorable. Yeah. So there was a day when we had lunch. It was me, Makitu, and Patson. And then I brought up the idea, and then Patson was there. But since I can't do it with Makitu, I was like, let me try this guy. And then I was just getting to know Patson, and he's such a very funny guy. Like, he's so hilarious. Like, ujafuni page yake content creation.
Really?
Yeah. So I didn't really even convince him that much. After I just gave him the idea, he was just like, okay, but son for Savaupo. I was like, Nizak for Savaupo.
Because I feel like with the characters that or the personalities that you've done with so far, I feel like with Patson, it's like, you see how you're explaining and detailing us. An average person from the outside looking in, like, you'd really never know.
Yeah, you'd never know.
It's serious, but in life.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why it was like that. With Bobby, it was so funny. Because I was asking it when the Chinese mufana utambava. So is that something that you want to do? I think you should really explore that and do it a bit more.
Yeah, I really want to do that more.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that I want to interview. I want to interview Mampi.
What do you want to ask her?
A lot of things. She said yes.
She did?
Yeah, we just have to set up a date.
Shoot, and I'm really right now.
I'm really grateful to these people.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy, to get such types of people and then ask them like personal questions. Like most of these people don't even like interviews. Like
that's what I'm telling you. I know my queen. Do it now. She'll wake up one day and just be like, "Ma, it's a great idea, but not now. Wait 2 years."
Okay. I'm kind of busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're exploring that. Maybe we might come up with an actual podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it would be boring if we had an actual podcast. Maybe it's unique.
Yes, I think I don't like sometimes when some things are overproduced, even the people that want to watch you just be like, I feel like a serious sana.
That's why I'm like till now I haven't shot any skit like professionally. Maybe if I'm featuring in other people's content, but if mine are strictly performed.
You're just like, I mean, performance. No, but I think it's just fine, and I think that's like. That's something that's really great. A character that you've introduced to us also over time, who is a bridge between comedy and the music, is Bob Marley.
I love Bob Marley. That's my favorite character.
I love Bob Marley too. Yeah. I think Bob Marley has seen us see somebody who is as introverted as Chef 187, like sort of come out of his shell.
Yeah.
I like Bob. I like Bob Marley.
Bob is tough.
Yeah?
Bob is so special to me. Like, like, do you know that my video Bob Marley that I don't even have like more than 8.
Really?
Yeah, there are about maybe 4 or 5 Bob Marley videos out there in the world.
Yeah?
Because I only do it like once a year.
So there's the one with Sheffy, you did I like the one with the producers. What were you doing?
Which one?
There's one where there's a producer, I think that's a Bob Marley skit. What were
Oh
you
yeah,
recording?
the Nasala Puebange. Is it the one or
The one where you were sitting with Sean Maron.
oh Sean Malone? Yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
Oh, when you imitated Blood Kid, yes, I've remembered.
No, the Sean Malone did the first Bob Marley video and the first Blood Kid video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's that one, the one with Chef, the one with Bombo Crash Mayo,
Eh, yeah.
and the younger one and the submarine video. Yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly get to your album. I'm sure our producer Babarambo Kwenda, but then the director Azaranda Fiati. Sue, this project, da. Okay, so in your own words, you did describe your project as, so you did say Matero in the House is more than an album, but a testament of the grind. So I want to talk about it. So interestingly, I was looking at the cover art for Matero in the House, right? So I saw the visualizer that you did, the short video where you went back to Matero, things that made you, and all of that, which is very interesting. But also the pictures behind you. So here, there's the Tidwale character, which I think we've touched base on.
Yeah.
I think Bob Marley ties into Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Yes, then you have Tommy D on this side.
No, that's not Tommy D. That's Christian.
You have Christian. Oh my God. From afar, I need to zoom in. I'm so sorry. Christian,
so
I know,
upset.
is one of the people that say, oh my God, Christian, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Christian, I'm so sorry. Christian is one of the guys I know really believes in you.
Yeah.
So I want to know how, like for the pictures that are behind you, what's the story behind the pictures?
It's just people that have had a very great impact on my life. Yeah, so some of those pictures, but not those actual pictures, were in my actual room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was just so.
Oh, nice.
So, for example, the Chef 187 picture, I had an old Chef 187 picture. Obviously, that one is new.
This one is pretty recent.
Yeah, I had one from like 2015 or 2014, somewhere there in my room. I had the Calabar picture, Rainford Calabar is up there.
I've seen it up here.
Yeah.
There's Kendrick.
Yeah, my mom and my two friends, by the way, Musa.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, they're the ones on this picture.
Yeah.
Then,
So it
let
was
me
just
see.
people that have had a very great impact on my life.
I see.
Yeah.
Then there's Messi, who you even typed at God.
Yeah,
Messi is your God.
yeah, man. Shout out to all the Ronaldo fans out there.
Every accomplishment begins with the decision to try to. That's
That's
nice.
a quote by Muhammad Ali.
Monga Chalo Chasila. I'm trying to see what's here. Then there's The Boy Must Be Crazy.
Yeah.
What's this painting? This art here.
That was actually drawn by my young brother.
Oh,
Yeah, a long time ago.
Aye.
And I stole it from home.
okay.
Yeah.
Dance like no one is watching. This is interesting. I actually like it. I really do like it.
Thank you
So I'm
very
going to get into the lyrical content of your project. I spoke about Repeat. Because Repeat... So anyway, Emma, in here there's like a grown you.
I know what you mean.
Yes. There's like a
What?
grown side. Stop laughing. There's like your grown side. So also I understand that wanting to be that expressive, and I know music is a form of expression and, you know, like an art. I want to know what it was with Matero in the House before we even get to the title.
What song are you talking about?
There's a lot of them. Like, okay, Sanga Kane, obviously it's like,
Yeah.
we haven't been tempted enough. It's like, we haven't been tempted. But also, I'm going to single out some of the things. So, Bola, right, is a song that I was listening to and I was like, oh, okay. Do you have a voter's card?
No, I don't have this card.
Really? I saw you be very vocal recently on, I don't know if I could call them economic issues or political. I don't want to term it that. Like, I don't want it to be specific to like political stuff. So when you want to write about things like that, do you ever feel like, I'm going to write, I'm non-partisan, or sometimes you just feel like, this is what it is, so I'm going to write about it?
Yeah, it's just real, you know. There's no lie in that. And then I've never really been a very big fan of the political side of life. Yeah, but not saying there's anything wrong with people who
venture into politics.
Yeah, but it's just not my thing. And then I know the people who are like me out there who can relate.
I hear.
There was a time I made a video. Okay, they end up they frustrate me, man. So, like, there's a time I made a video. It went so viral, like I think across Africa, if not the world. A video I made with some white guy named Henning.
Yes.
It was like a documentary of how.
Yes, on how they report and how they document Africa, yes.
Certain
I think
people.
Just, yeah.
And certain people from the higher officers were not amused.
Really?
And, yeah, and then they decided we had to delete it.
So you deleted it?
No, I didn't. Of course I can't. I was like, ngati mungakwani so delete it. Mungapo delete it, but in sinbazia po delete it. Sinbazia po delete it. I swear. So like there's not a lot of creative freedom, and it's just very frustrating because like there's so much content I want to do, but we opa mwezi wa jaso, and then like art sufunika we opa.
Yeah.
Art sufunika che expressive.
Okay.
So yeah, that is still it.
Okay. So you did post a picture of your first love.
My story might change it.
No, because I'm coming back. It's coming to the album. Just walk with me, okay?
Yeah.
Walk with me. Do you think finding love now, as in Dinema, this
course,
celebrity,
yeah.
and who you as MG,
you know what was so special about that person? But what I mean, like, then there's a broke vow.
yes, okay,
Because like could be feeling very apart from me. So yeah.
Was that a material?
It's a chair material. Because the chair in the chair.
So it's a chair love. So okay, that change.
Not Monga is that Shan, but like as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do miss her. Okay, so something that you made reference to on the project as well in terms of your lyrical content is the relation between love and fame, right? So is it hard for you to find like a girl that could genuinely like you as Dinema?
Yeah, I think it's hard for everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's especially hard for me.
Why is it hard for you? Especially hard for you?
I don't know how to explain it because it's so it's not very hard for me to get girls.
Right.
Yeah, that's the reason. So yeah, no one feel simple maning. It's like make it hard for me, bro.
There's no challenge there.
Number two part when I come back to I tease me, I don't want it if it's that easy. So like there's a lot of attention, and then sometimes I do.
I hear you. So you want a challenge?
Yeah. My challenge.
Hi, how are
My
you?
Instagram.
Don't stop.
Come on, got my hair in my wire for. Hey.
Then what you did?
Yeah.
How does your Instagram look like? Like your DM look like in general?
No,
Just like I just want to know.
in terms of what?
Like the DM slides. Like guys, like, oh my God, it looks so beautiful in here. Accidentally found myself here.
Oh, it's there. Yeah, it's crazy. When I'm bored, though, I do interact.
So with the ones that you responded, he was bored, really and truly.
Yeah, when I'm bored, yeah.
Also, I want
to
to
keep me entertained, though.
I quickly want to touch on some features. So Chef 187 is on more than one song. Shoki.
Yeah.
Manachiwood.
Yeah.
But he loves song. I want to know why you specifically put him, because you don't put him on any other song.
Yeah, I don't like people being comfortable in a song because the people would expect a certain vibe if it's shoki. You know? Obviously, what should I expect? Maybe from a dance or from a hip hop. So I wanted to challenge him because I knew that if I challenged him on a beat that he's not familiar with, he'll probably produce. It's like what I did with Chef 187, putting him on a drill beat. I've never heard Chef 187 on a drill beat.
Chef, you on drill. On the drill beat, I remember when you posted a snippet.
Yeah.
Yeah, people on social media were like, oh, they're looking forward to it. Yeah. So to me, this is a solid project.
Thank you very much.
James Sakala.
Yeah, I love James Sakala.
Oh, love it. I just want to tell you like my favorite records so far. I don't want to tell you what my favorite records so far are, but how would you describe Matero in the house to somebody that's listening for the first time? Matero
in the house, new sound. It's Zambian, but it's not very Zambian. You know, it's not your traditional Zambian album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of experiments. We were hoping it would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has, I guess. So it's just new sound. I don't want to use new wave because it's been overused, and then the new wave didn't really represent as well. So new sound. There's a very big difference between new wave and trying to imitate other people from like other countries. Like you can be new wave, but you don't have to be a Lil Wayne.
I hear
or Migos, or like that doesn't mean new wave. You're just copying.
Yeah.
So let's just improve what's already there, because it's Zambian music that we are trying to create.
Yeah. Kunda sounds really nice on Sarah, by the way.
I sang on Sarah. Thank you. Kunda has such a beautiful voice. You know? She's so amazing. She was the one controlling my chilea. So yeah, shout out to Kunda.
Okay, so Matero in the house, and I know this is something that you've been saying for a very long time. Why did you feel on this particular project this is going to be your time? Because you could have done it even in your first project.
Oh yeah, it goes back to MEG. So it was a dream that, so Matero in the house is like a sentence. So it's Matero, comma, in the house. So it's a dream that I had back home.
Yeah.
And now I'm just trying to realize the dream. That's Matero in the house.
Come on, Ndine Emma mwandine na mafunzo so for director.
Imutikapanga chesho ya tu director bachoneka munga bafuna tipisha bakamba tikabo CDs.
It's kind of 7 hapa. It's kind of 7. So Ndine Emma has challenged us. He said on the song where you say I'd get wakosanga kane. Bakuletera che business class flight ticket. Once sometimes when you're speaking from a point of poverty, like don't judge. Don't judge.
I will apologize on the plane. I comment that thing and then I will apologize on the plane.
You know what I mean? Like, I've sent you 20.
Yeah.
Just by lunch.
It's kind of like a true story-ish.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it didn't happen to me.
What happened?
In actually, I should go guys. So so yeah.
So get it, I can't hinder.
But bakali konse but kaya tinadia kuna drama zake za kwa.
I forgive.
But ujanai.
No. But you know what? Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
So we're gonna end the show with the visualizer.
Yeah. I
saw you shooting something with Chef 187. Are you shooting the video for repeat?
That was a performance video.
Oh, it's a performance video that you're doing. For repeat?
Yeah, for repeat. For repeat.
Okay, cool. So we're going to end with a visualizer for my people.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful song as well. Hey, shout out to Ndine Emma's people. Stuff from Kara politician, but I'm Kambirako. But maybe one day, as a Kara politician,
we will stand.
I passed in a Vala show. It was that person my bars to transition us to your visualizer. I don't know which ones you're going to choose.
Sinima rapa.
Sinima
rapa. Naye ko rapa ni mapanga she manyimbo.
Ufunaimba.
Stick to this, you will stick to that. Tile Suzani faka mo box. Isetivomo kupaila favorite rapper no kuseke sana ma jokes. Nina maninja, my bros, ganipa group zibandile boss. Commander mupanga loss, of course mukafonongena na force. All this time mukali mo doubt. Simu zibatintine kalast. Maybe ni chite repeat, ni choke mo present. Ni viambire mo past. Tiambe mo matidware bagai baimbe nyimbo bablowe again. Wapange money again before wayamba guflopa again. Wafuna repeat. Muchimo nzilizi.